Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Where is he?
On the next part of Saturday afternoon, I went up to get Harry. Bumped into Dipper, who was on the road. But to get to Harry, I have to go under a wire fence, or what's left of it, into that land, which is completely overgrown up there. And there's an olive tree that hasn't been trimmed for a while. There's branches sticking out the trunk.
Harry.
There's overhanging branches.
Right, stinging nettles, Harry.
And there's himself sitting down there. But as I move closer to him, he turns and there he goes. He goes and sits right on the edge of that bank. He knows I can't get out there. He knows I'll try. So he just sits out there and listens. If you enjoyed the video today, everyone, and you'd like to know more of the wonderful world of my blind cats, how they live their lives day to day and with the rest of my seeing cat family, it'll be great to have you at the channel. Could you give us a like and a subscribe, a share, comment, questions if you have any? I see all of your comments. I answer as many as I can. So this was last Saturday, and this is my blind cat Harry, the ginger and white one, and he's sitting on the edge of a bank. It's not a huge drop down there, but it would cause a problem. The cat that's come up the bank is Daisy. Now she can see, but Daisy wasn't going to be the last cat to come up. Me up there trying to get Harry drew attention. At this point I was hanging on to a branch because it was slippery up there. Now this is Scoots. Scoots is also blind, but Scoots was in the garden at this point. The ginger and white cat down there by Scoots is Tiny Tim. He can see. Here comes Hair Bear. She can see. And there's Big Fergus. He can see, and he's just seen me. Up the top of the bank trying to get Harry. It was a lovely sunny afternoon. This week has been freezing. We had sleet during the night. Now there's Tigger. Tigger was the next cat to come up the bank. Tigger can see. He's another one of the friends. And that is Hair Bear. The seeing cats, well obviously they knew that there was something going on up top. And they have to be involved. They can't not be involved. Anything that's going on in the garden requires attention. Whether it's one cat or 10 cats. And this is what makes it such a great family. The blind cats play with the seeing cats. There is no them and us, it's just one family. But because the blind cats have adapted so well, they've turned their blindness from a disability into an ability to see with our eyes. They use their senses, they use their instincts. And to watch the animals as they climb up the banks, as they climb and play in the trees, run and play in the garden, you would never think that they were blind cats. So now we've got quite a few cats sitting up at the top of the bank. Now that's Tiny Tim playing with his sister, that's Ginger. But see, you've got Scoots in there as well, a blind cat playing with, or doing rough and tumble with two seeing cat friends. These people that say it can't work, you can't mix the two, you can, it does work. The problem is people, it's not the cats. The cats are capable. The cats want to play. They want to mix, they want to socialise with other cats. So you've got a blind cat running through the garden being chased by a seeing cat. The people, experts who labelled blind cats as special needs, they got it all wrong. They are special, but their only need, a blind cat's need, a disabled cat's need, or animal for that matter, is for us to believe in them and their abilities. Everything else they'll sort out for themselves. It's people and their lack of confidence in the cats, I think. You know, when my first two blind kittens came home 6 years ago, I didn't have a lot of confidence either. I was plagued with what if? What if this happens? What if they fall off the bed? What if they run into the wall? I soon found out that I was more concerned than they were, the cats. You know, if the cats did have a collision, well, we shrug it off and we'll make sure we won't do that again and we'll carry on playing. Harry did come down off the bank. I moved down back to the garden, and in between me walking down the road and getting back into the garden, Harry had got off of the boulder, and he met me up the end by the kitchen. So this is Crazy Daisy. Mind you, she has quietened down a lot since she was born over the road. And there's Scoots, who hasn't quietened down. who is now the complete opposite to quiet. His ears have cleared up nicely. Hair Bear's ears are a mess. The infection is bad. They're black. And there's Tiny Tim on my chair. Hope you've all enjoyed the video, everyone. And as usual, we will all see you all again a bit later. There is more to come.